Three Yellowstone stars returning after reportedly resolving pay dispute. What was once thought to be a Yellowstone spinoff featuring three major returning actors from the original series now looks to be Yellowstone Season 6. First announced in May 2023, following the departure of lead star Kevin Costner from Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2, it was reported that a sequel series from franchise creator Taylor Sheridan would continue the Dutton family story, with the likes of Matthew McConaughey and Michelle Pfeiffer circling the project. It was then reported that Cole Hauser, Kelly Rayleigh, and Luke Grimes were finalizing their deals and would reprise their respective roles as Rip Wheeler, Beth Dutton, and Case Dutton. However, while it seems to be true that new deals were being negotiated, the latest news suggests that these actors are not joining the new series, but rather will be headlining the 6th season of Yellowstone, reversing the decision to end the show following the second half of its 5th season. While Kevin Costner's exit from Yellowstone was the big talk of the series for a while, it was not the only behind-the-scenes drama that was going on with the popular show. In the wake of Costner's conflict, it was reported that Cole Hauser, Kelly Rayleigh, and Luke Grimes were having a pay dispute with the network over their new salaries. With John Dutton no longer part of the show, all three characters would likely be expanded to larger roles, so it makes sense that new salaries were negotiated. It is reported that the Yellowstone pay disputes had Hauser asking to be bumped up to $1.25 million per episode, while Rayleigh is asking for $1.2 million per episode. With both actors reportedly returning, it seems their demands may have been met, or a new deal was struck. While it was initially reported that the deals were for the actors to reprise their roles on the new Yellowstone spin-off series, The Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer, it was later clarified that the negotiations would be for continuing the Yellowstone series. While it will be exciting to see the show continue with these three characters reportedly in the lead roles, what that might look like remains a mystery. With John Dutton no longer a character in the story, it is uncertain how the new season will play out, but it seems as though Beth and Case Dutton will be thrust into the position of carrying on the Yellowstone Ranch legacy. Both characters have been at odds with their father in the past, so it will be interesting to see if either one of them begins to go down the same path as he did. What is certain is that, if John Dutton is killed as many fans suspect, Rip would be looking to settle that score. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 has a premiere date set for November 10, 2024. While John Dutton's early exit from the series surely changed how the story would unfold, the 5th season will give a better indication of what the series will look like going forward. The finale of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 1 is big on flashbacks. A young Rip accidentally kills the cowboy who had been disrespectful to a young Beth. From there, Rip helps Leah dispose of the body at the Wyoming border, where the Duttons tend to get rid of their enemies. This bit of conspiring helps endear Rip to a young John Dutton and brings him closer to the family overall. They all celebrate, but in the present, things are not exactly going smoothly for the trio, especially Beth. It's in the present that John inquires about whether Case will run the ranch while Rip is in Texas. That is juxtaposed with Jamie Dutton, Wiz Bentley, John's adopted son, who sought to derail his father's political career. Jamie calls for John's impeachment, essentially dinging his father for billions of wasted money and jobs, and Beth does not take kindly to Jamie's scheming. After a nice phone call with Rip, she confronts Jamie and hits him with a rock. She's ready to take him down with compromising photos, but he's one step ahead. Jamie reveals that he has incriminating photos of his own, which would indicate where all the bodies are buried, and do serious damage to the Dutton name. Beth vows to go to war against Jamie, leaving in a huff. John later explains the border situation to Beth, which is referred to as the train station. Beth, however, is more focused on the need to permanently get rid of Jamie. The siblings think alike, however, since Jamie also wants to kill his sister and make it look like a heart attack if possible. But despite the drama between Beth and Jamie, it's not all bad. Case talks to Monica, played by Kelsey Asbill, about possibly growing their family. Still, it's looking very likely that not everyone will make it out of the finale alive. The latest Yellowstone cast update does at least favor Beth's chances, though. The world of Yellowstone has been rife with drama and anticipation for months now, not only in terms of its on-screen plotlines, but also behind the scenes. After weeks of intense negotiations, 3 of the show's biggest stars, Kevin Costner, Kelly Rayleigh, and Cole Hauser, have reportedly resolved their pay disputes with Paramount Network and are set to return for the much-anticipated continuation of the series. The news has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and excited fans who have been following every twist and turn of this latest behind-the-scenes saga. As the series has garnered a massive global following, Yellowstone became a cultural phenomenon, thanks to its compelling characters, gripping storylines, and breathtaking landscapes. However, in the recent months leading up to the announcement, rumors of unrest and pay discrepancies began to swirl, causing widespread speculation about the future of the show. It seemed that a cloud of uncertainty had descended upon the Dutton family's ranch, both in the fictional world and in reality. Now, with these 3 central stars reportedly having reached a deal, it seems the storm has passed. The dispute, a tension-fueled saga. The pay dispute between the actors and Paramount Network was more than just a financial discussion. It was a battle over the value of the talent that brought Yellowstone to life. Kevin Costner, who plays the iconic patriarch John Dutton, was at the center of the conversation. His character is the anchor of the show, and his powerful presence on screen helped catapult Yellowstone into the spotlight. However, behind the scenes, reports surfaced that Costner was seeking a more lucrative contract to continue in the role. At the same time, Riley, who plays Beth Dutton, and Hauser, who portrays Rip Wheeler, also reportedly sought adjustments to their pay in light of the show's growing success. These actors' demands were not out of line with the show's remarkable rise in popularity, which helped transform Paramount Network into a powerhouse for streaming and cable content. The question that lingered was whether Paramount would be willing to meet those demands, or if they would risk losing some of their biggest stars. For months, negotiations seemed to stall, with rumors circulating that Costner might depart the show altogether, casting a shadow over the entire franchise. The possibility of a recast or even the cancellation of key plot lines involving the Dutton family was enough to leave fans on edge, anxiously waiting for the next twist in the real-life drama. Resolution and return. A new deal for the stars. After months of back and forth, discussions took a turn for the better, and it was reported that Costner, Rayleigh, and Hauser reached an agreement with the network to return to the show. The terms of the deal have not been fully disclosed, but sources have hinted that the actors received substantial pay increases, commensurate with the show's success and the characters they portray. These changes come as part of a broader restructuring of the show's future, with new seasons and spin-offs being planned. The resolution of the pay dispute marks a significant moment in Yellowstone history. The show's ability to come to an agreement with its star actors signals that Paramount Network is fully committed to the series' continued success. And for the stars themselves, it's a victory in securing their worth in an industry where talent often feels undervalued. This new agreement also bodes well for the future of the show, signaling that the iconic John Dutton and the equally compelling characters of Beth and Rip will remain front and center for the next chapters of the series. Fans who had feared that the Duttons might be torn apart, both figuratively and literally, can now rest easy knowing that the central trio is back on board. What this means for Yellowstone fans. For fans of Yellowstone, this is nothing short of a victory. The return of Costner, Rayleigh, and Hauser ensures that the heart of the show remains intact. The trio's dynamic has been a driving force in the success of the show, with John Dutton's stoic leadership, Beth's fierce independence, and Rip's loyalty creating a compelling narrative that resonates with audiences. In particular, Beth Dutton's character has become a fan favorite due to Rayleigh's exceptional portrayal of a woman navigating family loyalty, power struggles, and deep personal trauma. Her fiery interactions with her father, John Dutton, and her love-hate relationship with Rip have provided some of the most intense and emotional moments of the series. The idea of Yellowstone continuing without Beth, or without the fierce bond between her and Rip, would have been a significant loss to the show's fans.